So in this video, I'm going to go over BMNR, which has made a huge move here on the back of this crypto Treasury news. So it's been, this has been going on for probably a little over a couple months now. I think one of the first ones to start doing it was this DFDV, which used to be ticker JNVR. So this is back on April 8th. And since then, we've been seeing a bunch of these. And if you're not familiar with what this is, basically what these companies are doing is they are raising capital to create a crypto treasury where they are buying certain cryptocurrencies. So we've seen Ethereum, Bitcoin, some other lesser known tokens. And basically the idea is that it will increase in value over time as the price of the underlying cryptocurrency goes up. It's sort of a hedge against inflation too. So basically it's more beneficial, or at least that's what these companies think, than holding cash, for example, or other types of investments. And what they're doing actually is they are all sort of copying MSTR, which started doing this. I'm not sure if they're the first ones to do it, but they're doing the same thing where they basically raise capital through selling stock, like through an ATM or through convertible notes, and they buy Bitcoin to add to their treasury. And companies like MSTR actually trade at a premium to what the underlying Bitcoin is worth. So let's say the Bitcoin per share is actually like, I don't even know exactly what it is, but it's a lot less than what it's trading at. Let's say it's like $200 a share is trading at a premium. So a lot of, investors are anticipating that other companies will see this kind of benefit, see this kind of premium, which is a little confusing when you think about it, because even when I try to explain it, I get confused myself. But basically because it's trading at more than it's worth, they're basically able to sell shares for more than what they're actually worth, and basically get more Bitcoin per share. So what they call that a premium. It's trading at a premium. So they can sell shares for more than they're worth because of the premium, but they wouldn't have the premium if they couldn't sell shares for more than they're worth. So it's kind of confusing. Anyways, that's kind of what's been going on with these companies. So BMNR, they did a private placement to launch this crypto treasury. Some notable people involved. So there's like, Tom Lee, very well known, and then some other notable investors. And the thing is, and the reason why these are shorted so heavily is because ultimately the shares will be diluted down because like right now, it's the outstanding until this closes. The outstanding shares is like 5 or 6 million or something. The float's like 2 to 3 million. The outstanding shares is going to go up to 60 million. So that'll naturally dilute the value per share. So will inevitably come back down just like all the others. If we look at what else is there? SBT, it came down quite a bit. Let's see what else here. And AKA, this used to be, I think this was KDLY. ASST, a few others. But, with these, you got to be careful especially when there's very well-known people involved, because the action can be very unpredictable. There's a lot more demand than you might think. And I actually, I took a screenshot here of one of my crypto chats just to kind of help you all visualize what I mean by like how there's basically more players involved than normal. There's more demand, etc. So what I'm showing you here, this is a screenshot of my crypto chat. This is back in April when CEP was running. So this chat, we only talks about crypto. We're talking about meme coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. We're almost never talking about stocks. But then in this crypto chat, CEP also has notable people involved. So it was like on everybody's radar in the crypto world. So you see all these guys over here, getting FOMO. Is it too late to buy now? Where is this going? Oh, it keeps going up. and they were all buying it. So basically, something like this just kind of changes the dynamics on the supply and demand equation, because you kind of have the same pool of people trading these stocks every day. But then when you get a theme, all of a sudden that pool of players involved increases a lot. This isn't just this theme. This is even just going back to, we had the oil run when the Israel-Iran conflict. That brings in a lot more participants involved. That doesn't always necessarily mean that things are just you should just buy and things are going to go crazy. What it does mean is that things can be a lot more unpredictable. There's a lot more volume, which can lead to that kind of unpredictability. So with this and a lot of these, I just kind of sit on the sidelines because, it is a pretty bumpy ride with all of these. All of this action in here, even ASST, I'm not going to zoom in because then I have to go on demand and look back. But all this action, it's very, very choppy, a lot of reclaim type action. Not the easiest action to trade. Although you do notice that a lot of these, once it's made kind of like this breakout move, that was sort of the end of it once it broke out of the prior top. NAK was another one. And the one I was just showing you, CEP, actually broke out on another day and then came back down. But I'm eventually going to be looking, just like everybody else, to short this at some point. But just wanted to quickly review this ticker and then just recap some of these crypto plays. And that is it.